Hey yo, y'all, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers as well. We have the draft coming up in a few days. I believe Thursday and Friday, Saturday for rounds 1 through 7. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are as well. Some things to talk about. For 49ers, they currently have the 27th pick overall. They have a few more draft picks. They have three compensatory selections. So they only have from rounds 1 through 4, and then the other ones they traded to other teams and stuff like that. But look at it. I think the 49ers, they're in a pretty good position in terms of the roster. I believe they made a lot of good moves in free agency. They had a lot of people come back for free agency as well. Eddie Pinheiro, a big one. I know that sounds crazy to say, but hey, we had to have a reliable kicker after having not the biggest reliable kickers for a while. Some other things, Mike Evans, as always. I talked about him last video. Who else? We talking about who else came back to the 49ers? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank right now. But oh yeah, Dre Greenlaw, our Mr. Dre Greenlaw man. Glad to have him back. I think him and Fred Warner are going to work out really, really well. And it worked out the last time he was with the 49ers, so close to winning the Super Bowl. God dang it. Ah, that Super Bowl against the Chiefs, Dre Greenlaw. That would have been the big difference maker right there. But anyways, going back to what the 49ers have done in 2026 offseason programs, I'm liking what they've done with the whole thing. They also got Christian Kirk. I think that's a very underrated signing for the 49ers. So we're pretty locked up in the wide receiver position along with Ricky Pearsall. So I feel really good about who they have right now. Jordan Watkins is a person to look forward to. Demarcus Robinson, all these other guys, I think they showed a lot of promise from last year, and I'm excited for them to grow even more. So hopefully the 49ers do not draft a wide receiver in the first round. I mean, there were rumors about that for a while, but I think with all the guys that they picked up in free agency period, I don't think they have to go after another first rounders for another wide receiver because I don't know. I mean, I think we're pretty locked up there. Defensive line, they can always go for that. I know that's another joke with the 49er community is they love to draft defensive linemen. And yeah, it's a revolving door honestly for the team, but I think if they want to go in that direction they can. Offensive linemen, you got to look after Trent Williams after he retires in a year or two. I don't know when. I mean, there's always rumors that he's going to retire every year, but he ends up coming back. So we'll see where that leads us to. But I hope they are doing their best on finding the future left tackle of the 49ers after Trent Williams retires, whenever. Some other things to look forward to. Just some depth at other positions. Really, I feel really good with this roster right now, the way it is, the way it's constructed. I think a lot of you guys are pretty happy on what the 49ers have done this offseason. And yeah, it's been a really good one. I thought, honestly, they weren't going to do anything. I thought they were going to try to build upon the draft, which would have been fine. But I believe they had to have some free agent pickups, some guys that can make a difference quickly, and veterans too. You don't want to be like the Cowboys who built on the draft all the time and don't do anything in free agency, and that's why they fall a little bit behind. But I think they've done a pretty good job on having a balance and getting some players from outside the organization to come to the team. I think that's a thing you need for the 49ers. Last year, they had a purge essentially on getting rid of a lot of players, a lot of contracts. And did it work out? Yes and no. I mean, I think they got a little too happy on that, but at the same time, I mean, I understand offloading people that are not the most reliable guys in terms of being on the field due to injury and stuff like that. Maybe not their fault, but at the same time, they were not available as often. So it's good that they made some changes last year, and they were kind of close to making it all the way to the championship game of the Super Bowl, but that didn't happen quite last year. But it was a mostly good season, I would say, minus the injuries. But I believe the 49ers, minus injuries, they can make another run, and they probably will make another run for this upcoming year. The schedule that's coming out probably in a few weeks, but the first game, the Los Angeles Rams in Australia, that's going to be interesting right there. I know Kyle Shanahan was complaining about that, but it's not the greatest thing for them. But at the same time, it is what it is. You just got to play what the NFL tells you to play, and yeah, I'm liking the schedule right now. It's going to be a tough one. We have to play the AFC West and NFC East. Got to play the Broncos, the Raiders. Maybe they might be good with Fernando Mendoza, assuming they drafted him number 1 overall. The Chiefs, I believe they could be back with Patrick Mahomes. The Chargers, Jim Harbaugh, they're always going to be tough. So it's going to be a fun schedule, I would say. But the draft, it's coming up. I'd say they should go more in depth. They should definitely look for Trent Williams' successor in a year or two. And they also should be just beefing up other things for the other positions as well. But yeah, I mean, with Brock Purdy as quarterback, Christian McCaffrey leading the way, it's looking pretty good right there. Let me see. Looking at some other positions right now, but other than that, yeah, that's all I got to pretty much say for the draft. It's not really the most urgent draft, but it's just a way to reload and get some younger guys on the roster to do stuff like that. Then I believe the 49ers are going to be in really good shape, and I trust John Lynch 99% of the time, not all the time, but most of the time to make good moves in his team. They've done a pretty good job on constructing the 49ers for many years now. I mean, they've had some flaws, don't get me wrong, but, would you rather have him or other executives in the NFL? I mean, there are some very, very inept executives in the NFL, and I think John Lynch is not one of them. I think he's one of the better executives around the league. And for a guy that's never done this before prior to this job, I think he's done a fantastic job. So give credit to him where credit is due. I know a lot of you guys, including myself, have some complaints about some of the things he's done, but at the same time, I think he's done a mostly good job in his tenure as general manager. And Kyle Shanahan, for the most part, has done a good job coaching this team. I know sometimes we take him for granted a little bit as a head coach, but at the same time, he does do some boneheaded stuff. I can't always criticize him on that, but for the most part, he's done a good job with the 49ers too. So would hate if they both leave, because if they both got fired, then they would find a job in like 10 minutes, honestly. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about the draft. Let me know what you guys think about the roster construction. Any changes? Yeah, that'd be great to hear from you guys in the comments below. And yeah, thank you for listening to this, watching this, and I hope to catch you guys up this week when I talk more about the draft. Bye, guys. Love you guys as always, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. Go Niners all day.